Hey guys, how you doing? It's Gavin here from Starfresh Personal Training. A little bit sweaty, just been to the gym, which is pretty cool. So I had a question in my Facebook page a couple of days ago. Asked people what you guys wanted for a new blog topic or video blog topic. And one of the questions I had was, do you encourage people to measure weight or go by how they feel? And that's quite an interesting question, to be honest, because you'll ask 9 out of 10 people how to record progress. And it'll be on the scales. Everyone seems to go to the scales as a default, and I think the reason for that is because it's easy. Everyone's got scales, and everyone can jump on the scales. And because it's in your house or whatever else, you can pretty much weigh as many times a day as you want. And the problem with that is that our bodies are a vessel, all right? So if you think about it, if I step my there you go, perfect. So if I was to weigh right now and then I drink 1 kilogram of water, if I could drink that much, I would weigh a kilogram more. So then if I went to the toilet and whatever I decide to do, 1 or 2, I would then weigh a little bit less. So in 2 actions I've essentially weighed very differently. And what happens is people weigh in the morning when they get out of bed in the morning, and then they probably weigh at night time, and they probably had a bit of a rubbish day maybe, or they've eaten something they shouldn't have, jump on the scales and it's a disaster because you now weigh half a kilo more than this morning, and you blame it on the cookie you had afternoon tea. When in actual fact you've probably eaten 3 or 4 meals throughout the day, and the meals may be pretty good, and you drunk water, you drunk coffee, you drunk tea, and you weigh in more because you put more into your body. There's no way in the world that you can fluctuate half a kilo of body fat in a day. It's not going to happen, right? It takes a little while for your body to metabolize and store fat as it does to lose fat. So when you are somebody that wants to track progress in the gym, there's tons of measurements that you can track, all right? First of all, it's performance in the gym. And also, I say the gym, I mean fitness-wise. It could be walking further, walking faster, recovering better. You may, after a big long walk or a workout, you might feel better, you might recover a bit better. They're positives to take from it. You then may decide to weigh, and that's absolutely fine, but only weigh once a week, I'd recommend. And then whip out your tape measure and measure things. So when you start off, or when you start to measure and track things, start using your measuring tape in conjunction with your weighing scales. And simply because, like I said, you're a vessel, you may put weight on, lose a bit of weight through the day through just food and toilets and stuff like that. But you're very unlikely your measurements will differ that much. So if you use them both together, you're gonna be able to track your results far better, and you have a more of an accurate sort of idea of how you're improving. So you could potentially, let's just say you've been on a pretty good strength training program, and you over the course of a month you may have stayed the same weight, but you may have lost a couple of centimeters. That's because your body fat is starting to drop, but your muscle mass is kind of starting to increase as well. And muscle doesn't weigh more than fat, it's more dense than fat, which means it occupies a smaller space than fat does. So there's a good chance you can stay the same weight and be smaller. As I said before, you don't really care how much you weigh, to be honest. So you just want to look slimmer, be a bit more toned, okay? So the other thing as well, which was really cool and interesting question, was go by how you feel. So if you're somebody like that trains quite regularly, you're not really focused that much on weight loss goals or anything else, what you can do is go by how you feel. So from my personal experience, if I'm going to the gym for a couple of days, I feel a bit sluggish, look in the mirror, I feel a bit fat, whatever. But I could go to the gym and stand in front of the mirror and have a completely different view of how I look. I've been to the gym, I feel brilliant, I feel like I've accomplished something, I look in the mirror and I feel I look better. I probably look exactly the same, but it's a mind thing on how I feel. So with regards to go by how you feel, absolutely that's part of it. I mean, you can go to the gym for a week, not make any progress whatsoever. The mere fact you've been to the gym and you may have got an extra squat out or a push up or walked a little bit further or recovered a little bit faster, they're all tiny little positive wins that your brain sort of registers as a win. And that's absolutely fine, go as you feel. We're not here to be the leanest or be the fastest or the fittest. It's all about competing with yourself, and if you feel brilliant at the weight you are now and you measure progress by how you feel in the gym and how you feel after training, absolutely, I'd probably recommend that more than a weighing scales, more than a tape measure, because at that point in the game, you're training for intrinsic purposes. Okay, so you're not you're training to feel good, you're training to feel better, feel stronger, and all those other things. Whereas extrinsic goals are losing weight, looking better, look for a holiday or whatever it is, whatever goal, for money, competition, or whatever it is. But if you're doing it for how you feel, you're more likely to sort of stick with this long term, and the results will come as a byproduct of you just completely being consistent. So, really good question, actually. I really like that, and yeah, hope it answered. If it didn't, obviously, just comment below and say you went off on a ramble and you didn't answer my question. But like I said, as always, guys, start fresh, because if you don't make a change today, how will tomorrow be any different? Cheers.